What's up guys, we're going to be going through the best player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 17 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we are on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 17 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which will be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $250 just yesterday, and another member who won $100 for the second day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick. Now when it comes to these picks guys, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So the first pick we're going to be talking about is none other than Jose Ramirez, 8 hitter fantasy score, and this one actually is for more. Now we look at Ramirez, we've seen he's gone on the over in 4 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see. Over the last 5 he is averaging 7.8, which is great, and they face off against Detroit. Now I think he's got a great matchup here for him to be able to go on the over here, and with all those things being said, you know, all signs really do point towards him going on the over, and that's why we are sticking to it. So because of those reasons, Jose Ramirez, 8 hitter fantasy score, 4 more, I think is a fantastic pick overall. Now getting to the next pick, we're going to be talking about none other than Bryce Harper, and this is none other than 7.5 hitter fantasy score, and this one also is for more. Now when we look at Bryce Harper, we've seen he's gone on the over once out of the last 5 games. Now this may look, when it comes to the last 5, not the greatest. However, they do face off against a different team in Washington, which I think he should be able to go over on. 7.5 isn't really too high, and he's coming off a monster game where he actually had 35 against Toronto. I do believe, you know, when it comes to the average over the last 5, it is 8.8. He's had a really good one, you know, in the most recent matchup, and I think against Washington he should be able to do it again, especially against Washington. So because of those reasons, Bryce Harper, 7.5 hitter fantasy score, 4 more, I think is a fantastic pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about none other than Corey Seager, and this is 7 hitter fantasy score, and this one is for less. Now look at Seager, we've seen he's gone on the over or under, 2 out of the last 5 games. Now on top of this, his average over the last 5 is 15.6. However, the reason why I really do like the under for this guys is that if we look at his average over the last 5 and all that, it's a bit skewed because he's versed Angels and only SF. Now he faces off against a different matchup in Milwaukee, and because it is against Milwaukee, we should see him have a different outcome. Because of those reasons, Milwaukee could give him a bit of a tough time for him to go on the over on this line, and that's why we do like the under for it. So Corey Seager, 7 hitter fantasy score, 4 less, I think is an absolute steal. Now getting to the next pick, we're going to be talking about none other than Lewis Robert, and this is none other than 9 hitter fantasy score, and this one also is for more. Now look at Robert, we've seen he's gone on the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see. They do face off against COL in this matchup, and his average over the last 5 is also 10.6. Now COL is a good matchup, however I don't see him causing any trouble to someone like Lewis, unable to go on the over here. So because of those reasons, we do like the over for it, and we think Lewis Robert will do a great job and a fantastic job, especially against Cole, you know, in this matchup. So Lewis Robert, 9 hitter fantasy score, 4 more, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next pick, we're going to be talking about none other than Manny Machado, and this is 7 hitter fantasy score, and this one actually is for less. Now when we look at Manny, we've seen he's gone on the under in 3 out of the last 5 games. They also are versing off against Arizona Diamondbacks, and in the most recent game he did actually get 0. Now his average over the last 5 is also 5.2, which is under this line, so that does show a good sign that an under, you know, could be very evident in this situation. And with all sides pointing towards the under, we are sticking to that. So Manny Machado, 7 hitter fantasy score, 4 less, I think is a great pick. So getting to the next pick, not all the WNBA picks are released, but there are still a couple of good ones I did want to talk about. The first one is Kelsey Mitchell. This one is for 17.5 points, and this one actually is for more. And when it comes to Kelsey Mitchell, we've seen she's gone on the over in 4 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see. Her average over the last 5 is also 20, which is great. And on top of this, guys, they do face off against Washington. Now, Washington aren't really the strongest team out there, especially when it comes to defending points and especially in that guard position. And because of those reasons, we could see Kelsey Mitchell go on the over pretty easily, and she should be able to get the job done here. So because of those reasons, Kelsey Mitchell, 17.5 points, 4 more, I think is an absolute steal. Now getting to the next pick, and it actually is up here right now, but it wasn't here a second ago, but we're going to be talking about Alyssa Thomas, 15.5 points, and this one actually is for less. Now we look at Alyssa Thomas, we've seen she's gone on the under once out of the last 5 games, and yes, she has been having a pretty good last 5. However, they do face off against Dallas, and we do believe that she will actually have a different defensive matchup against her when it comes to this next matchup, when it's back-to-back games, especially against Dallas. Now, her average over the last 5 is also 18.8, so although signs point towards the over, we do believe Dallas are going to come out with a bit more of a different defensive strategy that could stop Alyssa Thomas pretty early on. So because of those reasons, we definitely could see something different in this matchup. So Alyssa Thomas, 15.5 points for less, I think is an absolute steal as well. Now getting to the next pick, we're going to be talking about none other than Arike Ogunbowale, and this 20.5 points, and this one is for more. Now we look at Arike, we've seen she's gone on the over in 2 out of the last 5, which is great to see. Now Arike has been playing great as of recent, and they do face off against Connecticut. Now one of the reasons why we do like the over is that in the most recent game against Connecticut, she did or was able to get 23 points, so over the line, which is great to see. But on top of that, she's just had a very high usage rate when it comes to sheer volume, and I do believe when it comes to the sheer volume of amount of shots that she's taking, she definitely has a high chance of being able to go on the over, especially against a team like Connecticut Sun. Now, our average over the last 5 is 17.4, which is pretty close to that line, but, matchups are super important, and the matchup she has here, she should have no problem going on the over here. So, Arike Ogunbowale, 20.5 points for more, I think is a fantastic pick overall. So, guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. It should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.